Hey, yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling out there? How are y'all feeling out there? Haha. What a crazy day in NBA free agency. Oh my God. What a crazy day, guys. And now it looks like Kawhi Leonard is a Raptor. I know I'm a little bit late to the story, but we here. Shout out to California in the building. Y'all let me know where y'all are coming in from. But this is a crazy one. Toronto, y'all gonna see me out there. I'm definitely going to one of them games next year. You heard? I'm definitely going to one of them games. Bronx in the building. Mount Vernon, money making Mount Vernon in the building. Las Vegas, South Central LA. He said left for no reason. Oh, he left for a reason. Houston, Texas in the building. Florida in the building. Antigua in the building. Is that China? Oh, Chi-Town. I thought he said Chinatown. My bad. Chi-Town, New York City, Boston, Tallahassee, Florida, DMV, San Francisco, Baldwin Hills, Hot Springs, Arkansas. What up? Richmond, Virginia, New Orleans. Is this true? Not only is it true, it is very, very, very true. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. St. Petersburg, Kingwood. What else we got? St. Anthony, San Diego, Rock Hill, Tampa. We got a lot of people out there from Florida, Chicago as always, Manila in the building, Edmonton, Canada, Toronto. Yeah, you know Toronto gonna be in the building. You already know the whole Canada about to pull up. All of those people that were pissed off with Kawhi Leonard, they all gonna come back and see the light, man. He said, "Dreamers bro can't get no rest." Dead ass. I was at dinner. I was having dinner with my wife, and I opened up my phone, and I saw that Kawhi Leonard got traded. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta hurry back home to talk about this story here. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got the breaking news. Kawhi Leonard is officially a Toronto Raptor again. Believe it or not. The Los Angeles Clippers are nearing a deal sending Kawhi Leonard, excuse me, to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-rounders. So the Clippers got a haul. To sources tell ESPN, a return to Canada for Raptors champion and 2-time Finals MVP. That's one poll. That's from Shams. What's this other account? This is from. 1 second, let me pull it up. I think this is from Basketball Forever, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is from Basketball Forever as well. They are reporting this news that Kawhi Leonard is going back to the Raptors. We have another account. This is from, I think, Yahoo Sports, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is correct. This is from Yahoo Sports. They're saying the same thing. So Brandon Ingram was the main person that's being swapped out. The Clippers are nearing a deal, sending Kawhi Leonard. It said Los Angeles receives Brandon Ingram. And then you see some of the thumbnails here with Kawhi Leonard becoming a Raptor again, Brandon Ingram becoming a Clipper for the first time. And then this last one is from Yahoo Sports, who's also saying that Kawhi Leonard is back in Toronto. Can he lead the Raptors to another NBA title, his second stint with the team? So, yes, it says Toronto Raptors projected starting 5, Emmanuel Quickly, R.J. Barrett, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes, Jacob Portil, and this is some more thumbnails here and all of that. So, look, this is big, big news. I know it's not LeBron James level of news, but to me, this is big news. Because I'm very excited about this. For those of you guys who don't know, we actually started our YouTube journey around the time of 2019. Funny enough, that's actually when we started our journey and we started making content. So Kawhi Leonard was content that we featured a lot on this channel at the time. So to see that now that Kawhi Leonard is making his way back to the Raptors, I mean, you can see the videos here from 7 years ago. Kawhi Leonard, this is 7 years ago, where I was talking about him on the Raptors. You see it right here, the North versus the Bay. So I was talking about this stuff for a very long time. So for me personally, I'm very, very excited. I know some people may not be. I am super excited because, truth be told, Kawhi Leonard should have never left the Raptors. Number one, because of the fact that he won a championship there. And it was the only championship the organization had ever had. So he could do no wrong. He could have played there for the rest of his career, and the Raptor fans would have loved him because he literally made history. That's number one. Number two, the city embraced him. The city embraced him. They were planning to do so many things for him, right? And I think he made a mistake. Excuse me. I think he made a mistake leaving because that Toronto Raptors team could have competed. Now, in terms of all of this is what's happening. The Clippers are making it clear that they want to go younger. If you look at all of the players that they had when Kawhi first got there, I think they're all pretty much gone. Ivica Zubac is gone. Paul George is gone. Kawhi Leonard is gone. Lou Williams is gone. Patrick Beverley is gone. Montrezl Harrell is gone. Marcus Morris Sr., he's gone. So Terrence Mann, all of these guys are gone. They're all gone. And Kawhi Leonard was the last man standing. And I think that him staying in LA with that whole aspiration deal looming over him and the franchise, I think it was time for them to kind of get a fresh start. LA needed to move on. Last year, they were not even a playoff team, really. They were a play-in team. And that's what James Harden, when they helped to turn the season around. So the Clippers were not going anywhere in the Western Conference. They were just not. And I think that whole thing had kind of ran its course. You know what I mean? It had ran its course. So from that point forward, I think the best thing for Kawhi is to go back to the East, join a team that's at least a playoff team. So by going to play for the Raptors, at least now you're going to be competing again in the playoffs. Now, the Raptors, they get a considerable upgrade because you're now getting an all-NBA player. I think he was all-NBA second team last year. His defense really picked up. You have a guy that can get you buckets in the mid-range and in playoff games. A guy that already led that franchise. There's going to be a lot of familiarity. And if I'm Kawhi Leonard, I'm looking to finish off my career with the Raptors. That's what I'm looking to do. So I think this is fantastic news, and I'm very excited, and I'm most likely going to go see a Raptors game next year. So I'm definitely going to be excited for that. So for the new people pulling up to the live, this is the story here. Kawhi Leonard is officially a Toronto Raptor. Breaking. Shams from Shams, it says the Clippers are nearing a deal sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, who's it? Grady Dick, and 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-rounders. Excuse me. Sources tell ESPN. A return to Canada for Raptors champion and 2-time Finals MVP. I think this is a great story. If I'm being sincere with you guys, I think it's a great story. And I'm super excited. I'm super excited, and I'm definitely going to be watching the Raptors next year, and I'm going to be covering them. Now, some people will say, well, Kawhi Leonard is never healthy, and, there's always issues with him. Just to kind of jog you guys' memory, the year Kawhi played with the Raptors, he only played, I believe, 60 or 68 games, I think, or it was either 62 or 68 games. I want to check right now. Let me see if I can pull it up here. He only played like 68 games that year. So it wasn't like as if they had him for the full season and he was playing every single night. No, he wasn't available for the whole season. But if he can stay healthy, I'm not saying that Toronto Raptors are going to win a championship. That's certainly not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that they're going to be a lot more competitive than they were. And was it 60 games? I'm trying to pull up his player profile here. I thought it was 60 or 62 games. Let me just see here. I think I have it here. Just a second. No, not summary stats. I think it was like 62 games or something like that. So this is huge. Why did he keep posting this guy's channel? Like, I thought, is this guy still alive? Like, I'm confused. So the year that Kawhi Leonard played with the Raptors, he played 60 games. 60 games with Toronto. That's all he played. 60 games. And they went on to win the NBA championship that year, playing 60 games. So this is extremely exciting news. Now, there's some other news I want to get to, right? There's some other news I want to get to, and we're going to get back to this Kawhi Leonard news. So while I was out at dinner, I noticed that they were trying to spin this whole LeBron story. Sports Center put up a post, and I guess that they were trying to say that LeBron's tenure with the Lakers was a success. Let me show this to you guys real quick. And I want you to see how pathetic this is. Let me see if I could oh God, where is it? Is this it? Here? Bron, look at this. Bron had a memorable 8-year tenure with the Lakers, right? Look at this. And then it says swipe. Guys, look at this. Won the title in 2000 no. Missed the playoffs in 2018. Won the championship in 2019-20. Look, lost in the first round. Missed the playoffs. Lost in the Western Conference Finals. Lost in the first round. Lost in the first round. Lost in the Western Conference semifinals. And to them, they even had a nerve to act like his jersey should be retired. These people are shameless. They are trying to spin this thing so much, it makes no damn sense. And then they posted this right here, of course, my man Kawhi Leonard. Now, look at what Skip Bayless wrote, because I put up a video on our Instagram, and I want to share it with you guys. Look at what Skip Bayless wrote. Let me see if I have the post on my phone. I want to share with you guys. Look at what Skip Bayless posted. We're going to get back to this Kawhi thing in a second. Just look at this. He says, no, Rich Paul did not inform the Lakers that LeBron will play elsewhere next season. They had already made it clear to him that he'd have to take very little money to play for the Lakers because they don't want him back. Luka does not want him back. Lakers are now relieved. This is the truth. They're trying to spin it and make it seem like, oh, it's LeBron. No. They're trying to spin it the best that they can. Kendrick Perkins, Brian Windhorst, that's all they're trying to do, spin this narrative. The fact is, the Lakers said no last year. If they wanted him back, they would have offered him money last year. They said no. Then, all throughout free agency, when they had first dibs to talk to him, they didn't talk to him. And I want to show you guys this other post, because I think this post is 100% accurate. Look at this post right here. And we're going to get back to this Kawhi Leonard news. Look at this right here. This is from CBS Sports. It says, there could be an argument that when the Lakers re-signed Austin Reeves, that was the final straw for LeBron James. Now listen to I forgot this guy's name, the former Dallas Maverick coach. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. But anyway, you know him. Avery Johnson. Listen.
That was the final straw for LeBron James, because I don't think he believes in their ability, especially on the defensive end of the floor. All right, that you can win a championship with that combination because of their defensive elements.
I agree with that.
Enough defense.
And everybody's got that question. Can a Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves-led team? We're all wondering. LeBron's probably wondering too. He's got 1 or 2 more years left to play. Where do I have the best chance of winning? Certainly Golden State's not a perfect situation from an age standpoint. But yeah, I think he's looking at the Lakers team and wondering if they have the goods to do it. No center.
There could be an argument that when the Lakers re-signed Austin Reeves, that was the final straw for LeBron James, because I don't think he believes.
So that's what it was. But in terms of this Kawhi Leonard news, for the people that are pulling up, it says the Los Angeles Clippers are nearing a deal sending Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, 1 pick swap, and 2 second-rounders, sources tell ESPN, a return to Canada for the Raptors champion and 2-time Finals MVP. I'm excited about this move. I am absolutely excited about this move. I'm definitely going to be watching the Raptors next year. I'm probably going to go watch one of those games out there in Toronto, depending on how long he's going to be staying. We need to know what the contract is going to be. We don't know that yet. For sure, he's going to have at least 2 or 3 years on his deal, and most likely Kawhi Leonard is. You see, look, Kawhi did the thing LeBron was supposed to do, or hopefully he still does. Kawhi going back to Toronto is the correct decision to do for his legacy because you can't go wrong there. The Clippers was a failure, yes. There's no two ways about it. That was a failure. But Kawhi, as a Clipper, I mean, as a Raptor, there's no failing there because he already won there. That was the best move in franchise history for them. So if he goes there and retires, nobody can look at that as a failure, ever. So that was the perfect move for Kawhi to go back. And that's why it made sense for LeBron to go back to Cleveland. LeBron gets more smoke winning just one chip with the Lakers than Kawhi gets for the entire tenure. Kawhi was an utter failure in LA. Yeah, he was a failure in LA, but not in Toronto. Kawhi is the GOAT. Great move. Super excited for him. Absolutely. He says they are extremely trying to bend the narrative like LeBron didn't get left and and the Lakers left. I just left. The Lakers fans wanted him gone. Listen, Laker fans wanted him gone. Laker fans wanted him gone, and thank God for independent media because we're the guys that are pushing back against the narrative. They can no longer control the narrative the way that they would in the past. They can't do it. They cannot do, no matter how hard they try, they cannot do it. Wait, did he just post this? Yo, LeBron is a clown, bro. Did he just do this? Nah, you got. Come on, hold on. Hey, yo, hold up. Look at this video right here. This is just posted. Enjoying a nice drive through my city. Now, I don't know if this is Ohio, but I'm assuming that's his city. Hold up. Look at this. Is this Ohio? That's obviously the Hummer for those of you guys who understand it. I think that's a Hummer. For those of you who don't know LeBron's career, you know what that means. Hold on. I don't follow LeBron. Let me check his Instagram. I don't follow him, so I don't know. But let me just check. LeBron James. Is he in Ohio? Is he in Ohio? No, I don't think he's in Ohio. I don't think he will be in Cleveland. I don't think he is. But I don't know. Is that Cleveland? I don't know. That's the only sensible move. That's the legacy move. I think LeBron going back to what's his place? What's his place? The Warriors. I don't know how that's a legacy move. Because you're going to go to somebody else's house. If he goes back to Cleveland, now we're talking. Look at ESPN working their hardest to try to twist the narrative. They got I think this is Ice Cube's son. It's time. As a fan, I'm grateful that dude won a championship for the Lakers after we lost. They're trying everything they can in their power to make it seem like the Laker fans really care that this dude is gone. They don't care. They are trying so hard to make it seem like the Laker fans miss him. They don't miss him. Why do they keep posting all of these bumps? Like, what is going on, bro? Why y'all posting this dude in my comment section? Stop posting these people in my comments, bro. Why are you posting that dude in my comments? I don't mess with that dude. Why are you posting him in my comments, bro? I don't be coming to y'all lives posting my channel. Don't post these bum ass niggas in my comments, bro. Please. Come on. Like, I don't go to y'all lives and me dropping my channel on y'all live. Don't come over here with all of that. Dreamers Pro's trash, remember? So why are you trying to share your channel on a platform that's trash? Get out of here. Don't do that. That's cockroach room activities. Come on, man. Akron is a city. Don't be posting your channel on my channel. What's wrong with you, boy? You better get your ass up and go hustle and go get your own viewers. What y'all look like? What I look like? Oh my God. Oh no, I thought Marcus Smart got traded. So yeah, man, this is the news. Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors, man. Kawhi Leonard back in Toronto, and he going right to the playoffs. That's exactly where he going. If he's not hurt, he's going right to the play. Okay, we got another update. This came out 2 minutes ago. Warriors, Cavs, and Heat really standing out when it comes to a pitch for LeBron James. Let's listen to Shams.
Check in and try to pitch LeBron James on coming, most of them being contenders, obviously. But when I talk to teams around the league, there's a few that really stand out that could give LeBron James a compelling pitch. The Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Miami Heat. We know he has history with the Heat and the Cavaliers. Both teams are supposed to be expected contenders out in the Eastern Conference. And then the Warriors of it all. And a dozen teams. Draymond Green opted out of his $27.7 million contract as the Warriors had formulated a grand plan to try to get both LeBron James and Anthony Davis in a potential package acquisitions at this free agency point and be able to team up Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James. There are a lot other dominoes that have to fall for that. The Wizards would have to play ball on a trade of Jimmy Butler and draft picks.
So let me get this straight. So Shams is saying that the 3 teams that are interested in signing LeBron. Fine. My question is, Rich Paul said that there were 10 to 12 teams. Where are the remaining 9 teams? Rich Paul said that there were 10 to 12 teams. Where are the remaining 9 teams that were interested in? Who are these other 9 teams? The Mighty Ducks? Huh? Shanghai Sharks? Who are these 5 teams? Who are these other teams? These dudes have been lying since they were born, bro. Where are these teams? Like, for real, where are these teams? So anyway, man, Kawhi Leonard going back to Toronto. I am super hype about that. We got some really good, interesting storylines. The only one now we waiting for is LeBron. So let me give you guys what I think happens with the Raptors. Obviously, the Raptors are going to be a top playoff team. I think that depending on how the season starts, depending on Kawhi Leonard's health, I think they could be a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference next year. Top 4 seed. We have to see what happens with Boston. Do they move Jaylen Brown or not? We'll see. Free agency starts in 2 hours. The official deadline starts in 2 hours. So we'll have to see what happens there. But I definitely think that the Raptors are going to be a playoff team. The Eastern Conference, obviously, the title goes to the New York Knicks. They're the NBA champions. And until somebody knocks off the champions, they're the champions. So the favorites to come out of the East is going to be the New York Knicks because they won the title and they won it in decisive fashion. So the Knicks are going to be the number 1. And then after that, you can throw in Boston. We got to see how Miami looks as well. And we got to see how Miami looks. One second. We got to see how Miami looks, and we got to see some of these other teams. But for now, I think that Toronto is definitely going to be one of the top teams in the Western Conference. I definitely think so. I don't know why y'all bothering posting these people's channels. Nobody going to go subscribe to them, bro. I don't know why you're even wasting your time. Nobody's going to go subscribe to these channels. And then the Pistons, we got to see what happens with the Pistons because I've been hearing that Jalen Duren wants to move. So we got to see. Can the Lakers potentially get Jalen Duren? That'd be interesting to watch as well, right? That'd be interesting to watch. In terms of the what do you call it? The Lakers and LeBron, I think LeBron I think the smart move for him is to go to Cleveland. That's the smart move, the simplest move, the less stressful move. But LeBron has made it clear he doesn't like to play in Cleveland. He doesn't like going back home. I don't know, right? I don't know. Maybe it was, I don't know. I've never been there to Akron. And I don't know what it's like. Maybe it's that bad as he says it is. I don't know. But I think the only options he has, I think the most sensible options are Cleveland, if I had to rank them, Cleveland number 1, Miami number 2, Warriors number 3. That's what I think. Cleveland number 1, Miami number 2, Warriors number 3. Those are the options that I think make the most sense for him. But we shall see. Beggars can't be choosers. He's been incredibly vicious as of lately. Did you see LeBron's message to the Lakers? No, I didn't. Did you? Did he post a message? I didn't. Let me see. Let me see. Where did he post the message? Let me check. I'm trying to. Where did you see his message? Where did you see his message? Can somebody let me know? Is it on his page? Because we already played that. Twitter? Nah, he didn't. I don't think that was it. Okay, I gotta do something now. How do you? Okay, we're gonna do that right quick. Well, I don't know why y'all posting Low on my channel. Low's a big boy. He got a Ferrari and all of that. I don't know why you posting him on my channel. On X, LeBron James is on Twitter. What's his Twitter account? Let me just check on Twitter. What's LeBron's Twitter handle? I don't know. Is it King James? King. Yep, LeBron James. Okay, what's his Twitter handle? 2 hours ago. Okay, he said, okay, so this is LeBron's message that he posted. No, sorry. I think it's this one. He said, "No, thank you. Truly an honor to wear the purple and gold while trying to continue the greatness and the legacy that came before me. Hope I made a few proud during my stint." You see this last part? Hope I made a few proud during my stint. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means I know I made a lot of people not proud. I know a lot of y'all wanted me gone. LeBron feels it. LeBron feels it. He knows. He knows. And I think a part of him leaving the team was that he realized they didn't want him anymore. And I don't know why you would want to fight to be somewhere where they don't want you. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Charles, my stepdad is an ex-Cavs player and former NBA coach. Clutch burn bridges. LeBron's camp is pitching teams, not teams him. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So this is LeBron's message to the Lakers saying, thank you. Let me show it to you guys again. Says, no, thank you. No, thank you. Truly an honor to wear the purple and gold while trying to continue the greatness, while trying to continuing the greatness and legacies that came before me. Hope I made a few proud during my stint. That was it. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an incredible day. Kawhi Leonard going back to Toronto. Laker fans are free, celebrating all throughout the streets. Look at what Gilbert Arenas posted, man. Gil, for as much money as Gilbert Arenas got, man, like, Gil, you got to stop with all of your shenanigans, man. Uh-oh, what's this? No, hold on. You got to stop with all of your shenanigans, man. Let me show y'all what Gilbert Arenas wrote on his page. Gil just be up here living in his own world, man. Look what he wrote. I'm not going to play the video. He wrote, I'm going back to sleep. It's not even the first, and our season is already over. And I said, what was the season last year when he was there? Gil is trying to say that the season is over because LeBron got traded. It's not coming back. Gil deadass trying to say that the Lakers were going to be something now that they lost him. You seen Kendrick Perkins talking about the Lakers must sign LeBron James at all costs. You seen Stephen A. Smith, the Lakers must sign LeBron James at all costs. What did I tell y'all in that show? I said there's the real world where real things happen, and then there's TV. None of what these guys say on TV factors into any decisions that are made in reality. No general managers are listening to what's said on ESPN First Take when it comes to making general manager decisions. Do you know why? Because if they did, they wouldn't even have those jobs. Who takes their advice from people on ESPN about what needs to happen within NBA franchises? You think they're honestly listening to them? They probably didn't even have the station turned on. They probably had the station on a news channel or something. But they think like, oh, we saying it really matters. LeBron is the new David Ruffin in the Temptations movie. They didn't fire me. I quit. Appreciate the comment, man. Appreciate the comment. That was funny. So, yeah, man, Kawhi Leonard going back to the Raptors, man. I'm super excited. You heard? I am super excited. Super excited, man. I can't wait. Next season, going to have so many storylines. I'm going to be supporting. What's this dude saying? Next season, we're going to have the Lakers on deck. You know what I mean? We're going to be rocking with the Lakers next year. Then I'm going to be rocking with the Toronto Raptors. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And, of course, we got to make fun of wherever LeBron James goes next year. That's always part of the plan. You know, we got to make fun of him. You can never change that. You can never change that. We absolutely going to be making fun of him all throughout next year. You cannot change that. Toronto is in the building. What are you excited? He'll barely play. Well, if he plays more than 60 games, that's more than what he did. Norman Powell should go back to Toronto. Bro, these dudes are trying to convince me that I love LeBron James. I don't love LeBron, bro. You love him. 7 years ago, I wouldn't care about Kawhi in Toronto. These days are dead. Clippers have cap room and closer than Staples. It's LeBron James and his fans be drinking honey jars. Happy for Laker fans. Cheers. What else again? It said no one wants to pay attention to anything LeBron got going on. There goes Kawhi Leonard to your country, Canada. Yo, shout out to Canada. For real, yo. People already accepting me in Canada. They about to give me a visa, man. I'll happily go over there, man. If Canada, y'all trying to give me a visa, man, I'm there. Let me know. You know, I can stay there for 6 months without any issues, but if y'all want to make your boy a citizen, somebody working with immigration, hook your boy up. Hook your boy up. You know what I mean? I'll be there with y'all. You know? I'll be there with y'all. I'll contribute. I'll pay my taxes and all of that. I'll be there with y'all, man. I'll be happy to be over there. You know what I mean? Good for you, Charles. Hopefully the Lakers sign Duran. Hopefully, he said, get me one too. He said, get me one too. Hopefully the Lakers sign Duran. Yeah, I hope so too, man. I hope so too, man. I think the Minnesota trade will work out. Let me say, they think that they can make a difference in GM decisions because of Jeannie Buss, but those days are gone. Jimmy Butler is likely to stay in the Bay Area. Yeah, I guess so. But man, I'm telling you, this has been a hell of a free agency. Anyway, guys, I think some more news. Oh, what's this? What? Y'all ready for some bullshit? Are y'all ready for some bullshit? Y'all ready for some bullshit? I hope y'all sitting down for this one. I hope nobody's driving and listening to this live. Sit y'all asses down and look at this bullshit right here. This post came out 6 minutes ago from Dave McMahon. LeBron got a lot of guys in the media to be capping for him, bro. Listen to this one. Yo, look at LeBron's face. It's like, light him up, boys. Time to go. Look at LeBron's face. I'm ready. Do it. Look at his face. It says, LeBron has instructed. You would think like it was like we reading a Truth Social, but like something the president said. Somebody with real power. It's like LeBron has instructed the what is it? His generals to go to war, bro. Calm down, bro. LeBron is instructed. Like, calm down. This ain't the president making an announcement. LeBron is instructed. Come on, bro. Like, knock it off. But anyway, LeBron just hit him with a chat. Like, come on, knock it off. LeBron is instructed. So this is the post, right? I'm ready. I'm ready for this shit. Now do it, Rich. I'm instructing you. Look what he said. LeBron has instructed his agent. This came out 6 minutes ago. His agent, Rich Paul, to gauge league-wide interest and come back. Yo, why they trying to make Rich Paul sound like a Doja, bro? Like one of his sons that he sent into the corner store to go get him like a quart of water. Listen to this. It goes, LeBron has instructed his agent, Rich Paul, to gauge league-wide interest and come back with options before making his free agency decision. I'm sorry, but I got to say this. Why would LeBron instruct Rich Paul to go gauge league interest when Rich Paul himself said that 10 to 12 teams have expressed interest in LeBron James? Am I the only one that's confused? Wouldn't it be Rich Paul that will be going to LeBron and saying, hey, look, we have 10 to 12 teams that are interested? These people are lying in real time. They are lying in real time, bro. In real time. They're just making shit up. 2-3 weeks ago, Rich Paul literally said on the Pat McAfee show there were 10 to 12 teams. Now, all of a sudden, LeBron is now asking him, hey, man, has anybody said something yet? Not really. Okay, go out there and find out if people are interested and come back and let me know. And this is what Dave McMenamin said. This is from Dave McMenamin, bro. These are people that work on ESPN. It says LeBron has instructed his agent, Rich Paul, to gauge league-wide interest and come back with options before making his free agency decision. Meanwhile, Rich Paul about 2-3 weeks ago already said, yo, so this is how people lie. This is how people lie. Oh, shit. These niggas is lying. He said, I feel bad for Steph if Bron joins him. LeBron instructed the sexuals to pour honey. Was it that? Charles, no one is calling burn bridges. Yo, they lying. Somebody said, ain't no way. This is happening in real time. It's either there were 12 teams that were interested or there was nobody at all. It's either that those 10 or 12 teams were real or there was no interest at all. We do know the Lakers were not interested. The Lakers did not, I repeat, did not want LeBron. They did not want him. Because had they wanted him, they would have prioritized him. Look at what Skip Bayless wrote on Twitter. He said, Rich did not inform the Lakers that LeBron will play elsewhere next season. They had already made it clear to him he'd have to take very little money to play for the Lakers because they don't want him back. Luka does not want him back. Lakers are now relieved. These people are trying to spin the narrative in front of our eyes, but it's not working. They're literally lying through their teeth. Rich Paul is telling, LeBron is telling Rich Paul today to go gauge league interest. Today? After Rich Paul already said that there was interest? Shouldn't Rich Paul have been the one saying, hey, man, my phone has been ringing off the hook. My phone has been ringing off the hook. So-and-so and so-and-so and so team wants you. This is damage control. What they're trying to do is they're trying to save face. And it's embarrassing because what they're doing is contradicting each other's stories. Windhorst will say one thing, Shams will say another thing. Then Dave McMenamin will say one thing, and then the other person will say another thing. And they're all contradicting each other. Shams already said that the Lakers and these guys have not been talking for days. And then now all of a sudden they're saying that, the Lakers tried to reach out to LeBron, but he ignored them. The Lakers tried to reach out to LeBron, but he ignored them? Does that make any sense to you at all? He ignored the Lakers. He didn't ignore nothing. They never called. The Lakers said, we're going to get our affairs in order. We're going to get our house in order, and then we'll come to you and see what we can offer you. The entire thing is falling apart. It's falling apart. Even Kendrick Perkins today was complaining that he's been trying to reach Rich Paul, and Rich Paul has not been answering his messages. What's this? Whoo! Denied. The Washington Wizards have removed Anthony Davis from the trade block and are no longer listening to trade offers from other teams. The Wizards had reportedly engaged in trade talks during the Golden State, but talks have stalled. This is Mark Spears. Guys, this entire thing is falling apart. This entire thing is falling apart. In terms of the Kawhi trade, it says this is a real balance of power shifting trade. This is the first major transaction that changed the balance of power. I love this trade. I absolutely love this trade. And I am in full support of Kawhi Leonard going back to the Raptors. Full support. Look at this. Warriors fans already making LeBron James jerseys. These are not Warrior fans. These are LeBron fans. Okay, so now Shams is going to talk about the teams that are interested in signing LeBron. Let's hear what Shams has to say. Let's listen to this. Let's see if he's going to lie, if they're going to keep lying.
And a dozen teams will call and check in and try to pitch LeBron James on coming, most of them being contenders, obviously. But when I talk to teams around the league, there's a few that really stand out that could give LeBron James
I want to play it again. He said a dozen teams will call. He said a dozen teams will call, but meanwhile, they just released a report that Dave McMenamin just said that LeBron is telling Rich. I want to show y'all something how these people lie. Just look at this. Their lies are they're falling. They're tripping over each other's lives. Look at this real quick. Look at what Dave McMenamin was just posted. Look at this. I want to show y'all something. This was posted 15 minutes ago. Look at this. It says, LeBron has instructed his agent, Rich Paul, to gauge league-wide interest and come back with options before making his free agency decision, per Dave McMenamin. Now, in this post, they're saying, go check and see who's interested. Now, listen to Shams.
And a dozen teams will call and check in and try to pitch LeBron James on coming, most of them being contenders, obviously.
Stop. If Shams knows that there are a dozen teams that are going to call to pitch LeBron, why would LeBron instruct his agent to now go check to see if anybody's interested? They're just lying. All of what we've been going through for the past 3 hours is spin. These guys are spin doctors. All we've been going through for the past few hours is just spin. They're all trying to save face. Maybe Golden State has expressed interest. I believe that. I believe that he wants to play with Draymond Green wants to play with LeBron. I believe that. But in terms of all of these teams, I don't think there are many. I haven't heard anything substantive from Miami. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have heard nothing substantive coming out of the camp of Miami. Nothing. They keep bringing up Miami, but I haven't heard anything. Now, the latest news from Dave McMenamin, which was this 30 minutes ago, the only place that accepts him, embraces him, celebrates him for everything that he is Cleveland, Ohio. Read it again. The only place that accepts him, and he's correct, which means that LA didn't. These guys are trying to save face. I think Luka Doncic posted this about LeBron. Of course he's going to post it because Luka Doncic is a diplomat and he wants smooth operator. You think Luka wants to play with LeBron, you're out of your mind. If you think Luka Doncic wants to play with LeBron for another year, you are out of your mind. Luka wants to play more with Austin Reeves and the rest of the Beach Boys than he does. Look at the vibe around the Lakers last year before LeBron returned. Everybody was happy. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was celebrating. He said, Charles, only Charles would call the NBA insider a liar. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I think I will. Wasn't it Brian Windhorst that made me look like a jackass 2 days ago where he said that the Memphis is desperately trying to find somebody that's interested for John Morant, and then the next day he got traded? Why y'all be taking these? Y'all don't trust politicians. Why y'all trust sports journalists? I'm confused. Everything that came out of their mouth is true, but you don't trust politics. Come on, man. Like, please. They're just spinning the narrative. That's all they're doing. So, guys, man, this has been a hell of a live. We'll definitely keep you guys updated if something else happens. But this is a big one here. And you guys have a fantastic, fantastic afternoon or evening, and we'll be back probably again. You guys have a good one.